Today's video is going to focus on three things: the serratus anterior, the sciatic nerve, and whether better sprinters hit more home runs. This is the serratus anterior muscle. It goes from the rib cage to the shoulder blade. It's important in keeping the shoulder blade against the rib cage to avoid winging. And it's also very important in arm health and any activity where the arm is above the head. Its main role is for protraction of the shoulder blade or abduction of the shoulder blade. It's very important to have this in baseball and to have it strong and healthy. So this is abduction or protraction of the shoulder blade. One of the main movers of this is the serratus anterior. The serratus anterior can be trained at a very high level with the plus part of a push-up or a yoga push-up, as well as a bear hug. Mike Reinold, the Chicago White Sox physical therapist, did a study with James Andrews, one of the most famous sports surgeons, where they looked at muscle activity, and they found that the bear hug was a very good one in eliciting high levels of serratus anterior. You can see here as the pitcher reaches farther forward and closer to home plate, the serratus anterior would be very active and help achieve this. Now, the sciatic nerve was something that I posted yesterday on Instagram, and several people were interested in it. So if you cut away the glute muscle, the sciatic nerve runs underneath that and deep to it. And a lot of people will think that they have very tight hamstrings, but they actually have more neural tension than tight hamstrings. If you see a before and after mobility photo, a lot of times there's significant improvements in their straight leg raise, and this is more due to having improved neurodynamics or tricking the brain than actual hamstring length change, because you can't actively lengthen the hamstrings in just 2 minutes of stretching. So in physical therapy, neurodynamics or nerve flossing is one way to improve the sciatic nerve mobility. It can be done laying down or sitting in the chair here. I don't expect you guys to have to worry about how to improve that, but just keep in mind that it is one thing that may limit your straight leg raise or make you think you have tight hamstrings. It may be neural tension from the sciatic nerve, which physical therapy can help a lot with. Now, one study I just wanted to briefly talk about was performance variables and actual hitting and throwing performance. So this study particularly looked at sprinting, and they found that sprinting and jumping were faster and better and higher in athletes who had more power and hit the ball harder. So this also reviewed a study that was done on 343 MLB and minor league players, and they found of all of the physical variables they tested, height, weight, things like that, the vertical jump was the main one, and maybe even the only one, that was significantly predictive of home runs and slugging percentage. So the athletes who could jump higher had better slugging percentage and more home runs for the years that they were tested. So once again, sprinting, and they did a 10-meter sprint test. So 10 meters is just over 30 feet, which is just shorter than the distance from home plate to the mound. So sprinting, better sprinting, hit the ball harder, faster sprinters, and higher jumpers. So better jumpers and better sprinters hit the ball harder. They work on their power, they're more powerful, and these are things that you can work on at home without any equipment. So get out there.